She's like, Mommy, sit back so I can sit in your lap. Hey, everybody. Ooh, that was my knee popping. Um, the body's hurting. Today was the music festival that I've been preparing for the longest time. And there were 7 vendors, crafters that were there selling things. And then there was a food tent. And then, well, I take that back. Other crafters were up near the music stage, but they made instruments like fiddles and dulcimers and banjos and stuff like that, and mandolins. And so there were those crafters, but us non-musician crafters, there were like 7 of us. And if it weren't for my dad being in the tent, it would have been really sad. Dad was selling his honey. He sold lots of honey. Good for dad because he gives a lot of it away for free. And I told him, you need to sell it. You need to sell it. So he didn't think he'd sell any. Meanwhile, he sold almost, I think he sold more than 2 flats worth of jars of honey. Not flats when we're talking about beer, but flats of jars, mason jars. And half of those were quart, almost half were quart jars, and then just over half were pint jars. So he did really well. I sold $13. All that hard work for that. And I don't price my stuff very expensive, partly because depending on the material, some of the material itself is not high quality. So, like the level 1 canvases are not high quality. Those are the thinner canvases. The jewelry, this jewelry that I have, it's not high quality jewelry settings. And the only part that I do is the color part. I tag them cheap. It's a lot of work to put it all together. Um, but I think there's some things that you should have that are very affordable, and then some things that you should have that are worth the quality that they're on. And so my bigger paintings I did have priced higher. My smaller paintings I think are reasonable in my opinion. In fact, some people charge more for acrylic pouring that I honestly, and I'm not great. Keep that in mind. I'm not great, but I think mine is better and they're charging more for theirs. So I try to be reasonable in my stuff. I sold $13. So all that hard work, getting everything set up and tearing everything down, everything's still in the car. I haven't even unpacked the car. I got my purse out of the car and the money out of the car. And other than that, everything else is still in the car. Oh, one good thing, other than Dad selling his honey, the only other good thing that happened was Gremlin, if you guys are following him, he's the orphaned feral kitty that I had. He did get adopted, so that was good. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm hurting. And that seems to be the only time I get to sit down and react to shows is when I'm tired and hurting. So that's what we're going to do. The first one we're going to react to is Ozark. We're on season 1. I don't even know which episode. Purdy's missed me all day. She's like, Mommy, you haven't held me. Where have you been? You guys are going to have to excuse me. I have to go fight with the litter box. Are we only on episode 3? I guess we're only on episode 3. I thought I had seen 3 episodes already, but I guess not. So we're on episode 3. We've met not the Langoliers. That's Stephen King. We've met not the Lannisters, not the Langoliers, it's something Lang, right? Lang something. I can't remember now, but they're a family of thieves and hustlers and all that kind of stuff. With the daughter, Ruthie, being on her way to being a criminal genius, according to the sheriff. I don't know if he used those words exactly, but that's what he was alluding to. So we've got that. We've got a house with a guest, so this will be interesting. We're going to have to talk in code with everything. Either that or the guy is going to overhear them and then something's going to happen. The kids know what's going on. Whether they believe what mom said, that's a whole nother issue. Because she kind of said it flippantly. So, Will Charlotte and Will, is it David? Marty's the dad. Wendy is the mom. Wendy was one of the characters. I can't remember the son's name. I don't know if they're going to believe her or not. They know that both of them have been very stressed and been fighting, and mom and dad. So, will they believe that he is laundering money for a drug lord? We shall find out. He's hidden all the money in the pontoon boat, in the tubing system of the pontoon boat, which is leftover seizure, seizure, not seizure like the medical disorder, but law enforcement seizure. I can't remember what they're technically called. So I don't know if that will ever get reclaimed by law enforcement. The guy kind of talked like he gets anything left over, which that's not exactly how it works. They have to inventory everything and then either destroy, sell, or there's probably a third option. But law enforcement can't just give evidence that they've been holding on to away. They have to inventory it. I mean, you learn that, first of all, on the basic criminal shows, but just working with law enforcement, they have to do a lot of paperwork for everything that they write up. And the more involved, aka non-traffic ticket, the more paperwork there is. So yeah, I mean, I've seen write-ups of calls where somebody has died by suicide. So I've seen those write-ups. So I yeah, that something's kind of off there, and I didn't call it out while I was watching the show, but I got to thinking about that later. I don't know how many of the background characters we've met so far are going to reappear. The Thievery family is not background characters. We can establish that. Oh, and Tuck and his family, the Blue Cat Lodge, his mom and him, and I don't know who else her family that's working there, but it looks like they're going to have a deal with Marty at the very least once he wakes up from being punched out. Maybe not a deal. Maybe they'll just feel sorry for him and they'll put him on a trial basis or something like that. But, something's going to evolve from him sticking up for Tuck. And I think part of him sticking up for Tuck, and I could be off, I think part of him sticking up for Tuck is he genuinely was defending Tuck because he realizes how much his son likes Tuck. But he also saw an advantage to sticking up for Tuck also. So let's acknowledge that. Have we covered everything? In Del Rio, we didn't see him at all in the last episode. We just talked about him. The FBI are planning on trying to track down Marty and figure out if they can get anything on Marty. Since we've got how many seasons? 3 or 4 seasons. I'm guessing they don't bust him right away. So, oh, and I keep commenting about how those nice big cliffs are nice for dumping bodies. I'm waiting to see if that's true or not. So, all right, let's get this failure for me of a day ending on a nice note by watching Ozark after a fight with the litter box. And this one is called My Dripping Sleep. Dripping Sleep. I haven't heard that before. That's pretty. Very pretty. Kind of gives you an idea why people would move there. Now, there's something dead. That's why they're flying around.
We'll move it in ourselves, I guess. You're supposed to be in the fucking service business.
Just calm down.
Why should I calm down?
Because you're gonna scare the kids.
I'm agreeing with him right now.
Well, at least I didn't tell them that their father launders money for a drug cartel.
Okay, you want to get this right now?
Is it the old man?
Right? Well,
yeah. Is he naked? Oh, he is naked. I couldn't figure out what the big deal was. I took my contacts out. Oh, we've got our vultures. And naked people? Do the symbols change each episode?
Kids, it is not my cartel and no one is after us, pal. Hopefully we're only here a few months.
You both have a right to know why your lives were uprooted, and the more you know, the safer you'll be.
Is it? Or is it because you wanted us to turn on Marty here?
Is that the FBI?
What? How?
Technology?
I'll give you a ride.
Maybe you could pick up some pistachio ice cream? Organic, please?
I haven't had pistachio ice cream in forever.
That's my pep talk. Also, grab a box.
So, do they have listening devices and do they just hear all of that? Or is it just pictures right now? Who was that guy? I didn't recognize him.
Point taken.
So they plan on trying to find the stashed money.
I know. There's got to be a statute of limitations about this shit.
You're damn right there does.
Fuck me.
Depends on what kind of family you're in. I hold grudges for a long, long time. You need to improve the sign.
Yeah, there are easier ways to take over a business than getting punched in the face.
Well, control the market. You win, I win, they win.
Are you high?
I was waiting to see if she bought it.
Your eyes, you look high.
I didn't sleep last night.
Maybe listen to one of your business lectures. That might do the trick.
Yours is really $5 with a
I like her. Is that the investigator? I don't think they would be getting that close. I saw a lawnmower in our parking lot of our grocery store one time. Put the picture here.
Hey, Tuck. There are other
That's a
songs
good
in
song.
there, pal. Please. Different number, different
Oh,
letter.
it's the same one. Don't give her a job.
If I ever go to prison, so do you.
Does that mean that I'm hired?
I don't know if it really works that way. I guess if he does hire her, then that does kind of make her an accomplice, so maybe it does. I couldn't read everything that sign said, but basically it was about abortion or life, pro-life. Is that truck going to come up behind her or SUV? Yeah, it needs some classic rock.
I'm dad, she's mom. The first name business stops right now. Is that understood? I don't want you to go eat.
I'm laughing because Mom had people get mad at her and lecture her because when I was a toddler, I called her by her first name until I was 6 years old. And they got mad because they were like, "You're her mother. She should call you mom or mommy or, whatever." And Mom's like, "I know that. She knows that. She can call me whatever she wants. She wants to call me by my first name." So I'm laughing about that. I wonder why Charlotte's trying to even the score so much. Or is she mad at Mom because she views Mom putting them in danger with having told them the truth? She's going to punch him?
Did I just see what I think I saw?
Yep.
Good shot.
Is she going to take that job? Or did she just figure she was fired? What's he researching?
You watching porn?
No.
Just kidding.
I don't think he was either. I think he was researching. Yep. Nursing his eye.
Is 3 fighting too?
Are they going by numbers? 3 and 2?
But not you, Marty. Not you. I don't trust you'll care for these animals. In fact, if you adopt them, they'll die.
Is that Sarah McLachlan, really?
Pledge with me now to save these animals. Just a small act of kindness can help save a life.
And so too must the lioness venture beyond her familiar.
I was waiting for him
into the territory.
to hear his name again on the Lion Show. Has he got sleep deprivation going on? That's the old guy.
Jesus fuck.
Is it the vulture? Sounds like a crow or a raven. That's a buzzard. They're cleaning up the mess.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. Someone would have had to.
She's getting paranoid.
We'll see if the old man's got a wheelbarrow.
I mean, she has reason to be paranoid, but she's getting paranoid. With a bloody wheelbarrow and a shovel. Doesn't look good.
Morning. Oh.
It really doesn't look good.
And I had no idea that he did. And so I asked him about it, and he was evasive.
I don't know if the FBI agent's believing him or not.
This is
I don't
so
think he
fucked,
is,
isn't
but...
Just stick with porn. Seriously?
Oh,
Hello.
thanks.
Trevor Evans, FBI.
Trevor. I'll try to remember that.
What's going on?
As an informant against them.
What?
Against who?
Stop playing this game, shall we? Be sauce,
He's baiting them.
right? You need to tell us what we want to know.
Maybe he's not baiting them as much as I thought. Yeah, she let go
Did
too
you have any
soon.
idea he was working for them?
The question is, did
Yeah,
Trevor
because they
reveal
showed
too
the-
much
You
information?
okay?
Oh, she's doing dishes. At least she's not handling the money.
Langmore's 2012.
Langmore. I was close.
15 cars a week.
One of Dell's people.
That there what you meant about another revenue stream? Don't tell me you don't recognize me. You were all up in my titty bar, all full of ideas. on
Oh,
how to go
that
about
guy.
the business. Some kind of investor.
Angel investor.
Angel. That's right. You're funny.
He's going to try to blackmail him.
What do you mean no? No?
She's going to break down.
Oh.
Trying to
sorry.
please
Now
your
you
child
understand.
100% is never going to work.
Particulars. Can you not tell the difference? Because I sure as hell can.
Poor guy.
That's presumptuous.
So that's the guy that was taking the
I was
pictures.
going to stay. Breakfast tomorrow? Too busy.
They are more than just work partners.
I don't want to blow my cover on day one because my ex-boyfriend, the only black man in a suit with a badge for 50 miles, is what he's too insecure to eat breakfast by himself.
Take care, Agent.
He is a bit cold. I don't know if ex-partners should work together as partners. Double entendre there.
I accosted a kid at a store over fucking pistachio ice cream.
Okay.
At least she
No,
recognizes
it's not
that.
okay. It's not okay at all.
Who's this? The Langmores?
Nothing good's ever come from deprivation, right?
Yep, you're right.
That's true. You gonna watch with me? Something wrong with the old man?
My niche is sort of run down spots off the water. And I was lucky to list
She can
Buddy's
help
house.
make them look better, though.
Plus, my mom
Which means a higher
stages
price.
houses.
Who's suffering and needs your help.
He's gonna hallucinate
You can
again.
help rescue her. Help her get medicine, shelter.
Might be a sign. He said he was needing another idea because the blue cat alone was not gonna work. What is he doing? All of these things are gonna come together and give him an idea. Is he gonna fall asleep there? Yep. Where'd he float to? Church service. Why did he turn off the engine and then start it up and leave again? I would have just left it running. Or maybe it was running.
Any chance you could start throwing on some trunks? You got people in the house now, kids.
No.
He tried.
Mom's gonna be pissed.
The kitchen is right around here.
But if it sells, ugh. Don't tell me Ruthie's going to change.
You ever listen to old school hip hop? Tupac, Easy, shit like that?
No, but I will start.
Is that her way of getting him to change the music?
Oh, hang on 1 second.
New sign.
Okay.
Change is hard.
Don't get my hopes up.
She's trying not to get too excited about stuff. I see that now.
I know.
The vultures again.
Linda,
Did
I have
they
to call you back. Let me call
bury
you.
some guts? They're carnivores. Let them clean up the deadness. It's a smaller animal this time. What is it? Oh, is she gonna lay into them? She is pissed. Look how pissed she is. Damn. Is it a possum? She gonna toss it at him?
Either of you. You fuck with my daughter, you come near my house again. It'll be you the vultures are picking at.
Sounded like a good threat. I wouldn't cross her path. I was gonna say, now bleach yourself. It's a nice boathouse. Is that Charlotte? Or Wendy? She can be an influencer. I cannot type that fast. It's like a fifth that fast.
That's not enough. Not
Invest in the real
freelance, I
estate
got
company so he doesn't have to do just dumps. Are they going to get intimate? Oh, the titty bar. Is he going to masturbate?
I want you to tell me about your boss.
Oh, okay. What's he doing?
All the while, the number of overdoses in this country is...
Is he jerking?
Yeah.
Oh. Somebody got into the money?
I know.
Well, she's a daddy's girl. She should be just as mad at him. Please don't tell me the vultures are going to end up pecking on him. He's sleeping, so does that mean he got some good information from the lady?
See a pair of balls on either of them?
So they can't breed them.
How you gonna get his money working for minimum wage?
It's called building a relationship.
Very funny.
Shut the fuck up!
The cubs aren't going to kill them. Is she leaving Eno in there?
Wait a minute, you just gonna leave us in here?
Still not going to kill him, though. What song is this? Well, things are getting interesting. I was trying to think if we moved forward much. I don't think we moved forward very much. We moved forward a little bit. That being said, that we learned a lot of underlying stuff, I think. So even though we didn't move forward, there was still a lot of important stuff in that episode. I am still confused about Wendy's role with the real estate guy. She kind of interjected herself. Is that the right word? That sounds wrong for some reason. It's not injected, interjected. Now I don't know what I'm talking about. She kind of inserted herself into the situation. So I don't know if the sell went well, and so therefore he's going to keep working with her. But couldn't some of their laundering be flipping houses or the Sarah McLachlan episode with the Save the Animals thing? That came on twice. So is it going to be like an animal shelter or something like that? Although animal shelters don't make money, flipping houses do. And you need a business that has the potential for earning big money. So an animal shelter doesn't make sense, although it does play into the Langmore's area of things. But if they had gotten a male and a female, which I do not agree with. I love big cats. Love cats in general, but I love big cats. But they do not belong in captivity. And the ones that are in sanctuaries have to be in sanctuaries. They can't be let go in the wild. I don't think I don't think Marty would get into exotic animal trade stuff. There can be a lot of money to make from it, but especially if this is based on this time period, they're cracking down on it more and more. So I don't think Marty will go into the exotic animal trade. Now, what are they going to do with the bobcats? Who knows? Probably sell the babies, which they wouldn't have been able to. They might not be able to make their money back on selling the cubs. But Charlotte, she had that job interview. The guy said, "Can you start this weekend?" And then we didn't hear anything more. So, are we going to get any closure to that job, or are we just to assume she didn't get the job? Because she walked out and punched a kid. And who wants somebody who is showing that level of maturity? Fangs enjoyed part of it. She's like, quit bouncing your leg. She's just happy the kitten is gone. That's all I can think of to comment on. Something's going to happen with the titty bar. I don't think he's going to invest with the guy because I think it's too much of a risk. The guy is too much of a loose cannon. And even though Marty hasn't agreed to the guy that he's laundering money, the guy already is too smarmy. So I think what Marty was doing was gathering ammunition so that if the guy does try to blackmail him, he can turn the tables on him. I think that's what he was doing. I would not go into a business deal with that guy. He's too smarmy. I don't know what the church sermon had to do with things. Maybe it gives him another idea of something, maybe catering to the boat church services, having some kind of deal for them or something like that. I don't know. But it's got to come back into play somehow. And I keep saying, I think that's all there is to comment on. And then I say something else. So I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Anything else? Nope. We'll leave it at that. So thank you all for joining me on this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.